Welcome to day 5 of the Artwork Living 7-day Instagram engagement challenge. I'm so happy to have y'all here. Do you realize we are over halfway there? And we're on day 3 of our posting on Instagram. I hope y'all are having a great time, and I hope that you're beginning to build a few followers over there. We're going to work today on getting some more. So the first thing that I want you to do today, if you haven't done it already, is I want you to hop over there and make your third post. So open up Instagram on your tablet or your smartphone. Pull in that image that you have saved in your album or in a folder. Copy and paste that caption in there that you wrote earlier and click the share button. And almost immediately, I want you to go back to your feed and add those hashtags in the first comment. Once you've done that, come on back here because we're going to talk about some ways to reach out into the Instagram world and begin to identify your ideal audience. So I want you to go do the post first and then come back over here. Pause the video if you need to go do that. Okay, now that you're back, we're going to work on how to engage your ideal audience. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to follow some simple steps that will help you find your ideal audience and begin to engage and build a meaningful relationship with them. They're not going to come over to your Instagram account right away, but if you do this consistently, you will begin to build more and more followers and get your artwork in front of more and more of the right eyeballs. So what we're going to do is we're going to reach out and engage with others using one of the hashtags that you came up with earlier. Doing this will help you begin to find that ideal audience in a natural, organic way. And remember, it's not all about numbers. It's also about the quality of the contact, how interested they are in what you have to offer. So to engage with those 5 people on Instagram, I want you to think about people you don't know. Do not cheat. I'll see it. Don't do that. Don't go in and comment on somebody's page that you already know. You need to reach out and broaden your horizons on Instagram. And you're going to do it through hashtags. So let me share my Instagram page with you. And this time you're going to be able to do this on your desktop if you'd like, but you can also do it on your tablet or your iPhone or your smartphone as well. But for those of you who don't like typing on a small device, great time to switch to your desktop computer right now. So let's go over to, get to the correct page here. Let's go over to our notes and take a look at those hashtags. So we're going to pick one of the hashtags that you've already started using. And we're going to look for hashtags that are around related fields to what you're doing. So I'm going to use the hashtag Edisto Island for my project here. So I'm going to copy that hashtag, and then I'm going to go to my Instagram page and remember I said you can use the desktop version this time, so you can go to Chrome. So I'm going to Chrome to my Instagram page, and I'm going to insert that hashtag into the search bar right here. And up will pop a list of hashtags related to that. And I know that you've already downloaded and read through the workbook for this particular day. If you haven't, go do that first, because one of the things I want you to look for are hashtags that have roughly between 30 to 60,000 followers. somewhere in the middle is a real sweet spot. If you get below 30, you're going to begin to have not quite enough posts on a regular daily basis that have that hashtag in it. If you go too much higher than 60, your hashtag, what you're doing is not going to stand out. You're going to find too many people. It's going to be unmanageable. So we're going to go somewhere in the middle. So we're going to go to the Edisto Island hashtag. And what you'll notice here is that there are lots of images of that island. Edisto is a vacation island, a rural island, an agricultural island off the coast of South Carolina. So I'm going to look for images that relate to or that kind of resemble ones that might be ones I would paint. This one really catches my eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to like this. And to like it, I'm just going to go down here and heart it. I, to the best of my knowledge, don't know E bueno, but I'm going to comment right here, or at least like that, and I'm going to add a comment here. I'm going to write something about the gorgeous sky over the marshes. The gorgeous sky, payback for our megastorms. We had big thunderstorms yesterday evening. So I've made a comment on a post that I liked that relates to my work in some way because I paint that very same landscape. In fact, I'm pretty sure I know where that creek is. Then I'm going to click post. And I want to go now and like 4 other photographs. If you want to get some extra brownie points, comment on some of those others as well. So look at others that, again, might relate to what I'm doing. Now, this is a photographer, I'm going to guess, and I can like that. And I can comment here. I don't have to already be friends with any of these people. I don't have to know them from Adam's house cat. But what I'm looking for are striking images and people who are connected to that hashtag, because people connected to that hashtag have the potential to be interested in my paintings. In particular, I'm looking for some of those beautiful photographs of the island or of the sky or the beaches. And let's grab just one more right here. And we'll like that one. And I have 2 more to like. And I don't want to go too far back. And the way you can tell how far back we're going, look down here at the post, and it says it was posted 3 days ago. I'm going to try to stick with posts that were just made in the last couple of days. So I don't want to go too far back. So this was just 2 days ago, and I can like that one as well. And one of the Boneyard beaches. It's that same photographer. I'm going to like that one too. Now I have done my 5. And I've commented on 2. That's all you have to do. That's the sum total of beginning to engage. Now, if there's a profile whose posts you really, really like what they're doing, follow them. So, for example, I could follow the photographer whose work I thought was interesting. You don't want to follow somebody random who's got small children. That could be a little weird. So make sure that you're following somebody that it kind of makes sense for you to follow, that you look at their profile and you see whether there's anything else interesting about it. So for example, let's go back to this profile. And you'll see that this person is in marketing and PR. Might be an interesting profile to follow. So consider doing that. So that's what I mean by thinking about following people potentially, not with the idea that they'll immediately follow you back. Don't play that follow back game. If you don't, in other words, don't ever message somebody or post on there, I followed you, you should follow me back. That's really spammy and kind of gross. Don't ever do that. Instead, if you authentically follow somebody who you're interested in, then it will tend to lead to some sort of relationship. If it doesn't work out at all, go to somebody else. You can unfollow people whose posts begin to not interest you at all. So again, if I were going to find a post of one that I might want to follow, this is one I would probably want to follow. And it's probably also one I might want to comment on. It's the Edisto Island Open Land Trust. And the people who belong to that are interested in some of the same things I am. They're interested in land conservation. They're interested in the island. They're interested in the landscape. They're interested in the environment. So it makes sense to follow them. It makes sense to like, to comment. This was that full moon. And to follow. But again, only follow when it makes sense. Don't follow just to randomly follow people who are not necessarily going to be within your target audience. So that is the sum total of what you've got to do today. Hop on it and let me know how it goes. Leave a comment if you have a question over in the membership, in the comments below the videos. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye for now.